purpose of letting go is we just need to, I'll give you a couple of minutes of briefing of what my interpretation of letting go is. Then we start the guided meditation so that we go through that. So before I start, I just wanted to take a couple of seconds to all of you to take a couple of seconds to thank yourself to be here to work on yourself, right? It's very important that we never take time to do introspective of what we are, what we do, how it's a big step for anybody to take that inner consciousness or being awake. So let's thank ourselves to and congratulate ourselves to be here. So before I move on, just turn off your mobile phones or any devices which might disturb you. The reason I say that is not that it disturbs me or anyone else, but it's just like when you're in a deep meditation state, you don't want any noises to wake you up in a very alerting state. So if you could switch off any distractions, what you might have. And I would like to say that even if you can switch off your brain chattering as well, because that's the one which goes on and on and on. So if you could do that, that'll be awesome. But let's work on that to make that brain chattering slow down at least. So a few questions I want you to start thinking about it before I start the meditation. So if someone says let go, what that means to you. So a lot of people told me when I started this journey on spiritual path, people said, you got to let go a lot of things. You got to let go a lot of things. I had no clue what that let go means. Like, do I let go my life? Do I let go my, whatever I do, social life? So the thing which I understood my letting go is, what is that we are carrying on ourselves, right? In this world, everyone, we want to lose a little bit of weight. So that means it's the weight which is bothering us. Or I want to let go some of my habits, or I want to let go some addictions, or I want to let go some people, or let go some situations which really impacted me, or something happened to me when I was young. So all those things are my 2 cents on it is what is bothering me. What is that I want to get let go. So sometimes it could be like, I want to let go my gadgets for a couple of hours in a day. I don't want to look at my screens, or I want to let go of my anger, or I want to let go of certain thoughts, negative thoughts, or I worked a lot on my ego, right? I mean, I just don't want to have any perception of what I'm not. So those things we want to let go. So for you, I want to just take a minute to understand what is that bothering you, or what is that causing you that pain. So if you could just take a minute to understand what you want to let go in this meditation, that helps you to make it easier for you while I do the guided meditation. So I'll pause for a minute. I'll just use my singing bowl. As you guys know, everyone, I'm just going to play this for 30 seconds as you think about what you want to let go in this part of the meditation. Yeah. So as you identified what you want to let go, part of it, um, I want you to think, what is it actually bothering you? What is that situation or a person or the attachment or the addiction? Whatever you picked to let go? Why do you actually want to let go? Is it causing you a pain, or is it causing you a discomfort, or is it actually causing you not to achieve what you want to achieve in your life? Whatever that is. So I want you to identify the reason why you want to let go, right? If our reasoning is not good why we want to let go, we could never let it go. So if I'm carrying 100-kilo backpack on my shoulder, my back, and I want to let go some of the stuff from that, I need to have a good reason, because it's my back is hurting. So I want to let go some of the weight. So that's the reasoning I want you to work out on. Why do I need to let go? So for instance, I have to let go some people from my life. Why? Because it's not because they were good or bad, because their presence is making me uncomfortable, or their presence is making me anger, or their presence is making me to make certain decisions which I normally don't do it. Something, those kind of stuff, right? So till we have the tools under our belt, we just want to be away first from certain situations. So that's the reasoning I want you to find why you want to let go. So then again, what is letting go means to you? I can give you a million reasons why I want to let go, right? I mean, it's the things, the reason I have to let go a lot of things in my life, including, my own perceptions and my ego and my habits, because they were not being helpful for me. Probably I attached to them probably 20 years ago, 15 years ago, something which I felt that was useful for me, or I needed to put a persona in front of me so that people can't come to me. So but I needed to get rid of that layer out of me, right? So for me, the reason is, where I was planning to go, where I am today, those things didn't help me. So I needed to drop them. So for you, I want you to find a reason why, what the letting go means, and then what is that letting go looks like, on the other side. So probably take a second again, just think about that in your mind. Like, I mean, if this person I want to let go in my life, what that means to me. What is that? I mean, once I let go that person in my life, what does that mean? It could be like, in your past, or it could be your parents, or it could be your siblings, or it could be your ex-boss, or whatever that is. I don't want to put any labels, but just pick that. And then you say, okay, I just don't need that thoughts or that emotion anymore. So just think about that in your mind for a few seconds. Then we'll come back to continuing it. So now you need to understand why to let go. So why do I need? We spoke about it. So in my view, letting go is by holding on that situation, or that anger, or that perception, or that ego, whatever it is. It's not helping me. It's a burden for me. I have to be a different person to behave certain way, because I'm not normal, right? If I have to have that burden on my back, then I have to behave certain way. It's like 100 kilos I'm carrying. I have to walk differently to accommodate that weight on my back, right? So that's exactly what it happens to us. So if we go to that situation, or if we go to that person, or if we go into that object, or if we have to, then we have to have a different persona, which is going to be really, really expensive for us. Not in a monetary terms, but in expensive is our own energies. So we burn our energies to keep that persona with us. So that's not good for us, right? It's not no use for us. So we just need I just needed to get rid of that. So that's why I had to let go of stuff. So I want you to find out your reasoning why you want to let go. And life is much simpler, right? Life is much better without that. So I had certain, we call vasanas, which is like, my habits or my way of behaving. So those things I needed to let go, because my life is much better without that. I'm much more simpler, much more, I mean, I can be my authentic self rather than, using that as a guard. So that's very important, right? So you might ask a question saying that, why would I let go? That person hurt me. I'm not going to let go of that person. But who is actually hurting now? You are that person. That person said or done something to you, and then that situation is gone. So you're watching that movie over and over and over and again and hurting yourself every day. So, like, I use this line every time. What is the story you're telling yourself, right? So the story is going to impact you more than that person. So that person only behaved once and then walked out of your life, or maybe whatever it is. But you are actually seeing that movie over and over and over and again, and you getting, every time you see, your hurt will increase. Next time it goes, oh my god, that person shouldn't have said that, or shouldn't have done that way. It's just hurting me. So it's not actually the situation, it's only happened once, but we are repeating that over and over and over. And then we get hurt. It's like I use this metaphor, like, taking a chisel and then you're hurting you're like scarring your heart every time you think about that. So is it any better? I don't think so. So you actually, by letting go, you actually win. It's like a revenge on that person, letting that person know that I am much better off by just dropping this baggage. So I'm actually going to be clearer. I'm actually going to be much more happier, and much more, many more bigger things are going to happen in my life, right? So who will win in this situation? Obviously, it's you. It's not that person who's going to win, because sometimes that person doesn't even know that, they caused any pain to you. So it's just like we carry that thoughts and we carry that situations in our head, and then we go on and on and about it. So it's not worth keeping that burden on us, right? Because, like I said, it's not required unnecessary baggage on your backpack when you don't need it. We just don't need to carry that. So that's the important factor for us. So without any more further, I just wanted all of you to just take a minute and think about that situation, what you want to let go in this meditation. Um, People who joined this first time today, I use guided hypnosis meditation when I do the meditation, and then I don't want to tell beyond that, but I will be using certain frequencies in my head to tune into certain conversation, which I'm going to. It comes out of as a guided meditation. So wherever you are, just close your eyes and then follow the instructions. What I'm going to go through in the meditation. I'm just going to play the music as I do the guided meditation. Hope it's not too loud. Okay, close your eyes. And if you wear the glasses, probably take them off. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale you through the mouth. Take a deep breath in again. Let it go. One more time. This time, if possible, hold for a few seconds. Just let it go. Just get back to your normal breathing. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, just pay attention to your nostrils, where the air comes in and air goes out. Just pay attention to your nostrils, where the air is entering into your body. Breathe normally. Just pay attention to your nostrils. The purpose of this exercise is to give some activity to your mind to concentrate on. If not, mind start wandering and your thoughts start popping up. So mind needs something to do. It's like a monkey mind. You got to give something so that it will be paying attention to. Just tell mind to pay attention to the nostrils. Just edge of the nostril where you're breathing in where the air comes in and let the air go out. Just pay attention to that for a few seconds. That way you cut down your thoughts. Just slowly breathe in, slowly breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just keep breathing in. Breathe. Just pay attention to your breathing. Nothing else matters at this moment. There might be a lot of thoughts you might be getting into. As you slow down your thoughts, underneath there will be another ton of thoughts which will pop out. So just pay attention to your breathing as your thoughts come out. Nothing matters at this stage. None of the outside noises will disturb you. You are a powerful being. You can control your thoughts. In this world, in this psyche system, one thing you can do is the controlling of your thoughts is in your hands. Just pay attention to your breathing. This is your conscious breathing. As you breathe consciously, you are awake. Just do a quick body scan from head to toe to see any part of the body you're holding any tension or stress. Adjust them. If you feel any stress or tension in any part of the body, just breathe into that space. Tell that body part to relax. As, as the stress releases from that part, just keep moving. Let's do a quick body scan for the rest of the body. Again, if you feel any part is stressed or holding the tension, breathe into that place, then let it relax. You can use the words as relax. Be gentle with yourself. So once you're done, you're clear with no stress or no tension in your body, just continue breathing. So I want all of you to bring up a situation or a person or a habit, whatever you want to let go today. Bring that situation to your awareness. It could be somebody's confronted you, or it could be someone said something to you which it didn't gel with you, or you felt hurt. Whatever that is, just bring it up to your awareness. Just don't get attached to the emotion. I just want you to bring that situation in front of you. Don't feel stressed or don't feel tension. You brought this situation many, many times in front of you. You know how to bring that in. Once you identified the situation you want to let go because you feel that it's unhealthy for you to keep it with you, it's causing you a lot of issues for you, you want to let it go. You want to let go of the situation, not that person or the situation deserves it, because you want to release it from you. You want to feel good about it. You want to move on. So just be observer of this situation, then see how it impacted you, what caused you the pain, what caused the emotion, what emotion you attached to that. Sorrow, sad, depressed, whatever the emotion you attach to it. This is not you at this moment. You are just an observer. You don't have to get alerted or alarmed with this. Just imagine you're watching the movie on the telly or on the theaters. If it is a person, if it is a situation, you can use the words like, I bless and release all that doesn't belong to me. I bless and release all that doesn't serve me. Return to the center conscious attached to it. So I'm telling that I don't want to keep someone else's energies with me. I just want to release them. You might say, what does that mean? How do I release it? So some techniques to use is write the situation or a person on a piece of paper and visualize that you're burning it out. Or you can imagine that you're in a shower and the water is just draining all those negative energy from you, just washing you away. Or if it is inside your body, you could imagine that you're using some kind of vacuum or something to pull it out. If it is painful, just be gentle with yourself. We never know what the situation actually caused you at that moment. Because we decided to let it go, we need to be gentle with ourselves. Don't curse yourself. Don't do any negative conversation with yourself. Just be very gentle. Just think that situation, just think about the situation. That's it. You don't need to attach to it. Just happen. So my learning says that it's just people didn't know any better. If you think of a person who hurt you, they didn't know any better. It's not your fault. It's their learnings are there. That's pretty much it. Beyond that, they don't know anything. So we just bless and release them. So once your energy is released from your body, you might feel emptiness. It's okay. We will fill that emptiness with love and compassion. So you could use something like a white light from top of your head or a spray can of white light, which is fully loaded with love and compassion. Just pray it where you feel that emptiness. So where the love is, you can't hate it or you can't get angry. Just imagine a 1 year or 2 year old kid. How can you get angry with that little kid? They're full of happiness and love and compassion. You do anything to make them a little smile, right? So be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself with that same love and compassion. Start telling a different story to yourself. Just take a minute, sit with it, sit with that feeling. Feel the release of that situation or a person from you. If you still feel that there is some attachment, you could use a technique called cutting the cords. So any connection to that situation or a person, just use like a knife or a scissors to cut that cords off from you. The more you hold on, it's like a fireball in your hand. You can't keep it for long. Just got to drop it. Just drop it and move on. Once the release happens, visualize you're bringing all your energies back to yourself, composed with yourself within you. This brings the power back to yourself. You don't want your energy to be scattered everywhere. So bring all those energies back to you. Feel the empowerment you feel. Just take a deep breath. Stay with yourself for a few minutes. Stay with this positive feeling and the release what you've done. Once you feel that it's gone, if you feel any time after this, if you feel that situation or thought or the person comes into your consciousness, be gentle with yourself and say, I already released it. You don't have any space in my energy right now. Gently, you can keep training your mind to let it go. It all depends on how long you've been holding on. It might take some time for you to release it. At any point, if your ego starts questioning, just let it go. Once you've done that, take a deep breath. I want you to thank yourself for allowing yourself to heal and letting it go. Bring your energy back to your body. Just take a deep breath and then feel your body. As always, we do rub your hands, put on your eyes for a few seconds. You're ready, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.